Hi there! In this video I will show you these two sets of watercolors by Qor. That's the watercolor line of Golden, and so I'm going to show you how it comes, and then I'm going to swatch the paints so you can see what paints come here, and then I'm going to show you a little drawing I made of some, I guess, roses. So yeah, let's get started. Hi guys, time for another watercolor review. Woohoo! And today I'll be showing you these two introductory sets from Qor. So these are made by Golden, and yeah, I've never tried them. There are three like introductory sets of 6 watercolors in each set, and you get 5 milliliters tubes. We'll look inside in a sec. So there's the earth colors, and that's how it comes. The packaging is really fantastic, and here are the colors. Probably won't focus. And then there's the high chroma set, which is of course was the first one that I grabbed because I just love bright colors. And then there's the like essentials or basic one that was sold out, and I think it has you know, the 2 yellows, 2 blues, 2 reds type of set, if I'm not mistaken. I can't really remember. And these I thought were a little bit more interesting, but obviously if you're a serious watercolorist, not like me, you might look into that basic set. So let's look at these. So this is just like cardboard, whatever, and these open like this, and here you can mix colors. So it's quite a huge tin, and I think maybe they come now in smaller tins, but this one is really fun. I don't think it's the most convenient one for like traveling or something, because this one is separate and it's quite big, but it's still a fun palette. So you can see there's just a lot of open space here. So here we have this little pamphlet, and it has all the colors in the line, so that's always pretty to look at, right? And they have all kinds of claims, the Golden, about this paint, that it's better than everything else. Let's see what it says. It says, Qor Modern Watercolors, deep, rich, beautiful color. Qor's exclusive binder gives color greater intensity and clarity while retaining the best qualities of traditional watercolors. Qor offers a strength, range, and versatility unmatched in the history of watercolors. Well, you gotta give them credit for, you know, drama. So from what I've seen, you know, I've seen like reviews that say that it's like really great paint, but it doesn't really do anything that the other ones don't do. So let's see what colors come in the high chroma set. Transparent pyrrole, orange, green gold, dioxazine purple, quinacridone magenta, quinacridone gold, and cobalt teal. So really beautiful, rich colors. I'm excited to try them out. So now I'm showing you the Earth Tones set, and this set also has 6 5 milliliter tubes, and the colors in the set are Naples yellow, which is a mixture of 2 pigments, Venetian red, that uses the pigment red 101, transparent brown oxide has the same pigment like the Venetian red, and it has this really lovely texture when you use it. Raw umber, sap green, which is a mixture of three pigments, and indigo, which is again a mixture of three pigments. So lots of mixtures in this set. The other set, the high chroma set, all the paints are single pigment except the quinacridone gold, which is a mixture. As far as I understand, I think Daniel Smith have a pure pigment quinacridone gold, and which I have in my palette, and I use all the time. It's a really beautiful color. So this palette, I just squeezed all the 12 colors into this one palette, and well, you know, the tin, like the top of this box, and yeah, it's actually really fun to work with it, I have to say. The colors kind of, you know, you can pick them up, they flow beautifully in water. And here I'm using my what's it called, this is a Moleskine watercolor journal. I use it to swatch a lot of my watercolors and other mediums that I have. So I'm starting with the high chroma set, and yeah, the colors here, they're really lovely. I didn't notice, they didn't seem you know, brighter to me than similar ones in other brands, but they are very beautiful. I think all of them. I really love also this as a limited palette. I think this is a really fun one to play around with. And this little drawing that I'm going to show you later, I think maybe I added a couple of the earth tones also, but mostly I used the paints in this set. And yeah, they are all lovely. I think my favorite is the cobalt teal, and it's just, you know, it's beautiful and bright, and it granulates. And yeah, when you mix these colors, you know, even if they are not right next to each other on the color wheel, because they are so beautiful and transparent and clean, you get lovely mixtures, even if they are, let's say, muddy by definition. But yeah, they're really lovely, and especially I really liked the cobalt teal together with the purple. That was a really pretty mix. So I'm just playing around with them. Now, I have to say I haven't used them enough to form an opinion. I am planning on using them some more. But yeah, the colors, I think the earth tones, I'm not too keen on using the ones that are already made from 3 pigments. So that's the Naples yellow, the sap green, and the indigo. I have similar colors from other brands that I think I would prefer using, but the transparent brown oxide is really an interesting neutral, and the Venetian red is a beautiful color. And I'm really enjoying now doing paintings with autumn colors and, you know, fall leaves and all that beautiful stuff out there in nature going on now. So so I think I will definitely be using those 2 colors from this set, the Venetian red and the transparent brown oxide. What I do like about these sets is that usually they are you know, more affordable, so you could just try a new brand if you're interested in, you know, just trying some new colors. So here I just grabbed a piece of paper, and I recently got, well, a few months ago, I got a nice delivery of watercolor paper from Ken Bromley in the UK, and they also have their own they offer like a 50-page package of watercolor paper from, I'm not sure what company, but I think they call it like a practice pack or something like that. And it's really lovely watercolor to practice on. And it's very affordable. It comes, you can choose if you want it cut down to this size that I'm using here. They call it quarter imperial. I'm sorry, I am like a watercolor enthusiast, and I am not familiar with a lot of the professional lingo, so forgive me. I feel like I am starting my journey into this beautiful, beautiful medium. I kind of, went from using it on my scrapbook layouts, and I just fell in love with it and really wanted to use it more and do some, I guess, classical watercolors. And I have been doing this for the last months, painting. And what can I say? It's just such a joy. I can't tell you how happy this makes me. So I was just playing around a bit with the colors, and yeah, they're really beautiful. They flow nicely, very pigmented. You can see you just touch your brush to them and the color flows. So I'm just going to play a bit and make some roses, or I guess something that looks a bit like roses. I started with the quinacridone magenta, and then I added a touch of the Naples yellow, but again, it's not a very, it's a slightly opaque color, the Naples yellow, so I want to use it very carefully, because I want to see the paper shine through, and I want to keep this very airy and light. So you can see I'm really using very little color with my brush, and this brush is really beautiful. I'm dropping things here as I'm trying to get to it. So it's by Escoda, and it's called Versatil and Sintetico. I try to buy synthetical brushes. I know that there are all kinds of issues with the way the animals are treated, and I just decided that from the get-go I'm just gonna stick to synthetic brushes, and this way I don't know what I'm missing if the real ones are a lot better. So I'm sure that there are many companies that care about these things and use like living animals that are not tortured or anything for making brushes, but I just use synthetic ones, and there are really, really great ones, so I don't feel like I'm missing anything. So this one is, as I said, it's a number 10, Escoda Versatil. I think I got mine from Amazon, but I think it was delivered by Jackson's Art Supplies. So there, I think, yeah, I added some neutrals there in the background, and I'm just playing around. I just really, really enjoy it, and I think with these, what I enjoy is working in layers, and when you use a lot of water and you let the color flow, and you let it dry between applications, then you really get a nice layered effect. So yeah, honestly, I didn't know what I was doing. I just wanted to play with these paints and mix them up a bit, see what they can do, see how they behave with each other. I'm just having fun, and you can get some really interesting mixes that you might not expect to be, let's say, an attractive color or something. But I really find that when the colors are so bright and clean, for example, I mixed the quinacridone magenta with the green gold, and pink and gold, it's not supposed to create the most pretty color, but it really did. I mean, the green gold is very yellow, so it kind of created this nice orange shade. And I like to mix my colors mostly on my painting. I just love the effect of that. But here I was also mixing them a bit in my palette. So yeah, as I said, I'm still really learning a lot. I take all kinds of online classes, which I just adore. You know, I'm a stay-at-home mom at this point with a 10-month-old baby, and I can't go to, retreats or courses. I live in the countryside next to a relatively small town. There would be no other opportunity for me to learn and expand my horizons and continue my artistic journey without the online community and the lovely teachers that that I can learn from at just sitting at home and watching the screen. So I really recommend, if you're interested in learning about drawing loose florals, then I recommend checking out Angela Fair. She has a YouTube channel with lots of free videos, so you can get an impression of her style, and she's just a wonderful teacher. She has quite a few workshops, and she just launched a new one that is more geared towards hobbyists and crafters. So hobbits. Hobbyists. I hope you understand what I mean. But people that want to use watercolor with their scrapbooking or card making or stuff like that. And I think that should be an interesting class for crafters or beginners in watercolors. So check her out. That new class, if that's something you're interested, she has a coupon code for the next month, and I think you'll probably find it on her channel. If you need the link, I'll try to remember to link to the specific video where she has the code, so you can get it for half price. I have no connection to her besides being a very happy student of hers. So I always think if I enjoy something and learn something, then others will hopefully feel the same. And yeah, so I learned a lot from her and her teachings. And I think this will soon be done. So I really want to thank you for watching this video. I hope it was somewhat helpful to you. Please leave me a comment if you have any questions, and I'll play you some music till I am finished, and I'll show you the finished piece at the end. Bye.